What's crack-a-lackin' people? I got another discussion for you here. I can't be the only one who felt this. And in a way I kind of feel sick that I felt this way myself. But there were two things that stuck out to me when I first started playing the latest Doom, which I own on the PlayStation 4. The first thing I noticed was the speed of the game. And the second was the gameplay mechanic of not needing to reload, plus a few other things. The first thing is, these things are not new in the industry. I've played a large number of FPS titles in the past, where your character moves very quickly and you also don't need to reload your gun, etc. So why does it feel so weird when I'm playing Doom now? I came to the conclusion that it's because the majority of FPS games that we've been playing today have been using similar control and gameplay setups. That control setup that on consoles probably started with the original Halo on the first Xbox. This same control scheme was later built upon slightly by other games like Call of Duty, etc. And eventually this control method became pretty much the standard, what is being considered as the standard for FPS controls in modern day shooter on consoles. This is not a problem. Of course, it's not a problem at all. I'm one of those people who champion mimicking great control schemes, or copying gameplay. But like with everything in life, nothing is perfect, and as I've said before on this channel, diversity is essential. But I find it worrying when I pick up a game in a certain genre, when the controls and speed of the game are different to what I've been playing recently. And in regards to Doom, there is nothing wrong with its control or speed. But when I find myself wondering or questioning if I like it or not, or that it feels, more accurately, that it feels too different or strange, that it, in a way that it could essentially diminish my enjoyment of the game. In my mind, this is not a good thing. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Gameplay diversity is integral to the industry. There should be no such thing as the norm. There will always be trends, of course. There will always be industry setters, games that seemingly perfect something in game design and everyone tries to follow it, copy it. This is great, just as long as people don't sit back on their laurels and consider something as the definitive method, or in this case the definitive control scheme. You might find that changes like this will cause people to moan, perhaps, and about the control systems or gameplay styles. And for many games, these systems that the developers choose work absolutely fine for that particular game. But because that game is in a certain popular genre and tries something odd or different, people might not like it. And the one main reason could simply be that it didn't control like their current favorite game, which is their prerogative, of course. But to me, it highlights the issue I'm trying to convey in this video. Sometimes people just want to grab a machine gun and let loose on a massive horde of enemies. Not being concerned with needing to reload their weapon, or ducking behind cover waiting for their shields to recharge, or for their health to miraculously replenish. There's nothing wrong with those systems, for the main part, but they shouldn't be so common that everything else that might stray away from it doesn't feel right. That shouldn't happen. You shouldn't have that feeling. I haven't completed Doom yet, but I'm still playing it. But from what I've played of Doom, I don't ever want to feel like this again, where a once common gameplay style suddenly feels wrong. And I don't mean wrong in a bad way. As like I said, Doom controls and plays exceptionally well. It felt wrong in a way that it felt unfamiliar when it shouldn't have. I find it vitally important that we continue to embrace old and new control schemes and gameplay mechanics, and should never be content with the ordinary, especially in such a creative industry. This is important for old and new gamers. So what are your thoughts? Did you or have you felt the same when you play Doom. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And
if you do not listen, then the hell with you.